Okay, welcome back to the second channel. Obviously, Colosseum, bit of a disaster. I gotta turn this down a lot. Not the best run ever. This was not really planned. This is a run I've been working on for a long time. It is an edited version of Pokémon Emerald, in which everything's a double battle. This is not gonna be a full run. This is sort of testing to see if it works. I've done some little tests, but I haven't tested it in quite a while, and I don't know how well it all works. Hopefully very well. It's not finished, so that's why it's not going to be a full run, but it's a good bit done. This is mostly just going to be a sort of tester run. I want to do a few episodes of this, see that it works. I'm still working on it, and then once it's finished, I'll probably do a full run on stream. I'll probably do multiple runs in this because it's kind of designed to be a game for me. I've made the game that I want. So it's basically Pokemon Emerald. Everything's a double battle except for the very first battle because that doesn't make any sense. You only have one Pokemon. So the first battle with May or Brendan or whoever is a one-on-one. Everything else from that point on is a double battle. So hopefully, do you know what I haven't done? I haven't edited the Mart items. I was going to do that at the end. I've just realized that's probably a big thing. I was going to put just like rare candy in the Mart for cheap, just in case people wanted to level up. That can come later. I can work without that. That doesn't matter. So, basically a lot of extra encounters. Pretty much every Pokemon. I think every Pokemon is going to be encounterable. So you should be able to get whatever you want. Pretty much every place has encounters, so if you want to do a Nuzlocke, you can. It will be difficult. It's not like an insanely difficult game, or it's not supposed to be. It's just supposed to be a challenge, and not like a crazy challenge, just like a fun challenge. Pokemon have been changed. Every Pokemon's moveset, level up. It's been a long time coming, so. And a lot of it is stuff I did like a year ago or more, so I don't really remember a lot of it. But we're gonna see. We're just gonna test it out, see that everything sort of functions normally. The game doesn't just crash randomly after like 9 seconds. The start should be pretty much identical because I didn't want to change the starters. The starters should still be the same. The only thing that's gonna be different is their level up movesets might be a bit different, but probably not drastically. And they have a chance of having their second, like, other abilities. So I actually don't know who I'm going to go for. I don't know. Let's go Torchic. You know? Why not? I never really picked Torchic. Even though I do like Blaziken. This is still a Zigzagoon. This doesn't change. A lot of stuff will not have changed. That's not true. Most stuff has changed. So we just Scratch and Growl. That seems normal. Did we get? We got Speed Boost. So this Torchic can have two different abilities. One is Blaze, one is Speed Boost. That I remember. Yeah, this game honestly is going to be pretty similar for the first several minutes. Speed Boost is nice. You know what? We take that. That's going to be quite. It's going to be quite good. That is a hidden ability, I think, for Torchic's whole existence. I don't know how much it's such a fast Pokemon that I feel like it doesn't probably make the biggest difference ever, but obviously it's a very good ability to have. So I don't really remember what encounters are, but basically the early encounters are going to be weaker Pokemon, but there should be a very big variety. Like, by the first gym, there probably is 100 plus Pokemon that you can have. This is Neo. There's probably like 100 different Pokemon, like species of Pokemon that you could have caught. Maybe? Is that right? There's it's a weird mix. Some routes, yes, some routes. There's like 10 different Pokemon you can catch. Some there's maybe 5. But there's a good variety. The early routes are not going to be super exciting. Well, it depends. I'm very excited by some of these Pokemon. Hello. Almost no text has been changed, because I'll probably do that at the end if I do anything. Are we going to call this a Nuzlocke? I guess we could. I guess I should make it a Nuzlocke, just because there's so many encounters that it would be fine. I didn't get this item, right? Hello. That's fine. This still gets me a potion. I can't think if I've changed marked items. I don't think I have. I think I was planning to do it at the end. As far as you're aware, this could just be completely normal Emerald so far. This is not not super different. Yeah, so that's all the normal stuff. Normal price. Well, I think it was normal price. Didn't really look, but it looked normal. We actually haven't run into a Pokemon. Oh, there's grass here. That's different. Oldale Town has encounters now. Like Tailo. That's a Pokemon you can encounter early in a game. That makes sense. I just like... I would love a game that's like this style, where I can actually play it and complete the Pokedex. There's difficult battles. Look, I'm not going to get rid of all... Maybe I will get rid of all the water. No, I'm not going to get rid of all the water. This game could use a lot less water, though. I think everyone agrees with that. I haven't really got to the water section yet. I've really spent a lot of time in the first half of the game. I think every gym lead... I think basically everything is completed in terms of, like, trainer battles and wild Pokemon up to... like, up to Winona, maybe? Or around Winona? Up to Weather Institute, probably. But I still got to change Mart stuff. Maybe some items. Look, these things seem normal. We got Wingull. Some places have been slightly changed, but not really. Oh. Okay, well, just bully me then, I guess. So I guess I should just kill this thing. Does it have Water Gun? It could do. I don't know. The movesets were the first thing I did. I feel like I should... I'm just going to use a potion, because I have it. And I don't really want to go back. Am I going to win this? I didn't even level up yet. I kind of thought I would have. Hello, May. So this is the last battle that will not be a double battle. Everything from here on out is a double battle. Which I just love double battles. I feel like they're the best. They're fun. They're difficult. They're like more challenging, I think. There's more to think about. It's a more tactical kind of battle. That's not great. Because we're outspeeding anyway. Are we just going to lose? This is embarrassing. Can we get a crit here? Oh, this is so embarrassing. So I'm going to lose the first battle unless we crit. Or it, for some reason, goes for not an attack. Okay, we critted. I'm class. I'm so good. I've also designed the game to let me win every battle. Because I feel like games generally don't do that. Which is kind of unfair. All the way up to 7. Very nice. I feel like that's different. I don't I don't know what I changed that, but apparently you get 2 levels from that now. I don't think you usually get 2 levels from that. Or maybe I had leveled up to exactly the right point within level 5. So from here, the game will start to look a bit different. We will heal up quickly. I'm probably just going to do like a handful of episodes in this, just sort of test everything out, see encounters, make sure things I've changed actually still function, because who knows? And we'll talk to May. Hello. Let's hurry. Okay, we almost have running shoes, which is good because I've literally been holding B down the entire time. Just thinking maybe I'll start running somehow. I don't really remember what the encounters are. I know there's like something vaguely interesting everywhere, so that's a start. Hello. Can I just go? That's fine, thank you. Got the Pokedex. So you should be able to complete the Pokedex. I mean, again, I'm not finished, but in theory, the Pokedex should be completable within the game. I don't really know what I'm going to do about legendaries. We'll figure that out at the end, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. The Pokedex is so important, and they make it just kind of annoying to complete. Battles just aren't that challenging for the most part. Hey, Mom. Can I have shoes, please? I don't have any shoes. Yeah, okay. Cool, thank you. Yay. Okay. Let's go get our first encounter. Did I get Pokeballs? Probably, right? That's where you got them. You think I would know, but I'm not entirely sure. I think so. Yeah. You get Pokeballs there. May gives them to you. I was almost reading. You do. Okay. Let's go get our first encounter. I think maybe Sentret's here? I don't know, honestly. Oh. I don't think that's like the main encounter, so that was kind of insane. I think I put something in this route that I would like. Something that would make me happy, and so it would make sense that it would be Sentret. Yeah, we'll take a Sentret. Yeah. Furret's just my favorite. Furret is one thing I remember. Furret is now normal ground, because Misty can't be wrong. And also, it just kind of feels like a normal... And also, normal ground is a fun typing. Sentret is just pure normal, though, I believe. So we'll go Pokeball. I don't want to crit it, you see. I feel like if I crit it, I kill it. And I would rather not. Yay, there we go. Okay. This is a good start. Bodes well, the scout Pokemon. You know what? We're not going to go super in-depth with nicknames. This is... Actually, I'm changing. I was going to go for Scout, but we're going to go for Sentra. Sentra! And what is your ability? I didn't change most abilities. Kenai, I think that's your normal ability. Scratch Defense Girl, sure. The main thing with movesets is everything should have like a pretty viable moveset at any point in the game. They should have stab moves most of the time. Like once they get stab moves, they should have stab moves. Emerald has a lot of Pokemon that just don't get stab moves. Moyle doesn't get anything. A lot of random ones that just don't get stab moves, which is very annoying. So this should have dealt with that, changed some typings, made some Pokemon a bit better. I wasn't super biased with it, just maybe a little bit. We'll get a couple of potions, because we're not taking this too seriously. I'm just going to heal as I go. Okay, I did not buy the antidote. Let me try that again. Antidote. Yes, thank you. Okay. Gym teams are also sort of I think by the 4th gym, every gym leader has a full team. So I think it starts with 3 with Roxanne, which is normal. It goes to 4 with Brawly, 5 with Watson, and then everyone from there has 6. Because, I don't know, I feel like gym leaders have had full teams, but just to let you off with the early ones a little bit. I like Ekans. Ekans is fun. Clear is fine. Don't crit this time, and we'll be good. I can probably catch it from here, but I don't trust it, so I'm going to go Scratch. We didn't crit, thank you. What if this test run, which isn't a real serious Nuzlocke, ends up being my best Nuzlocke ever? Because it's going flawlessly so far. That crit in the first battle, we'll go Premier Bowl. Why not? I really like Ekans, and it's sort of just... Yeah, I should say, this isn't really the Hoenn region. This is just like the everything region. There's Pokemon from all of them, obviously, because I want them to all be available. This is Snick. So yeah, you have Pokemon from Johto, Pokemon from Kanto, kind of everywhere. It's not really just Hoenn anymore. And also trainers have a good variety of Pokemon. We have Wooper. I tried to make things sort of make sense. You know, we're by water, so there's quite a lot of watery Pokemon here. I think maybe Yanma's here as oh, we're by water. That kind of makes sense. It feels like that's where this would be. Tried to make things sort of make sense for the most part. I don't know why there's a snake in that town. That happens sometimes. They're grass snakes. They're in gardens and stuff. It's fine. It makes sense. Okay. No, I honestly, the first bit of the game, it's like everything is trying to be something that sort of plays there, and then I probably get lazy with it. But that happens. But for the most part, the start is really trying to have a lot of Pokemon available to you that, for the most part, make sense. And then it's about trying to balance it and have all the Pokemon available. So there's not a ton of Pokemon that are available in multiple places. There are some that are usually like maybe a 20% chance somewhere, and then there'll be like a 5% chance in a few places. But to get everything in, you really got to spread them out. I just put an F in here. Flare. Fledge. This is Fledge, the Wooper. Okay. Haven't been checking abilities. We have Snick. Has Intimidate. We have Water Absorb for you. I'm so bad with these games. I don't know if those are normal abilities. They feel like they are. Our box certainly has Intimidate. I'm sure Ekans does too. But those are pretty nice abilities. Some nice catches as well. A bit of variety in this team so far. So I've kind of changed things up. Okay. Sure. Thank you. And then we will, I guess, do the last few encounters. I mean, we've got to do battles at some point, so. We'll actually do this first battle first. I don't think any of these... So we have Sentra, so this one shouldn't be too bad. And look, they're not going to be crazy difficult battles at the start. I am. So I imagine this would be embarrassing if it wasn't a double battle. He has 2 Pokemon. Poochyena and Ralts. Okay, here you go. From here on in, it's double battles only. We'll go Scratch and Ember into the Ralts. Yeah, I'm just excited. I like double battles. I think they're more fun. I think... So, regular trainers are not always going to have, like, crazy good teams. There's just, like, a few dotted through with kind of interesting, different teams. One thing that I like that I've done is the, the, like, rich girl or whatever the lady, whatever the, like, rich trainers are called, who usually have all of their Pokemon holding nuggets and they'll have full restores. The difference here, no trainers use items in battle. No trainers, no gym leaders, no Elite Four members. Nobody uses items in battle. Because I kind of think most players probably don't. And it's kind of annoying to have that happen. So instead, they have TMs. They've taught their Pokemon some TMs. Which I think is a funny idea. Is like, some of them just have cool moves that they probably won't have. It really shows more with the first few because they have random moves that obviously they wouldn't usually have. We will see that before the end of this episode, at least, probably. I'll try and head out there. Okay. Yeah, these battles are not going to be, like, crazy difficult, because they're just the first few trainers. And again, I want to have a bit of diversity with the trainers as well, so there shouldn't be much repeating going on early. I feel like in the regular game, you're seeing the same Pokemon over and over and over again, which I think can get a bit tiresome, which is why in this, that doesn't really happen. You've got a lot of variety. Okay, we'll come back and get it, or maybe I'll get this encounter now, I don't know. I was going to say we'll come back and get this encounter, but I guess it's possible that I just run into something going through the grass. We will switch these 2 to the front, try and get them leveled a bit. Okay. Okay, what's our encounter? This is bad, because obviously I have a level 2 up front. We have Bulbasaur! That's fun! The starters are available, because of course they are. Why? Where are the professors getting them all? Doesn't make any sense. I can maybe get this with you. Go for Acid. Okay, you used Intimidate, so that should be something. Okay. Look, I can probably get this. It's going to be a lower catch rate, actually. It might be difficult. And the defense drop, okay. Growl balances that out. So we'll go for 1 more. Don't crit. Do not crit. Okay, nice. Yeah, you know what? I like the starter Pokemon. And I think it's fun to use them. And you should be able to use whatever Pokemon you want. That's my take. So even if you pick Torchic, Treecko will be somewhere. Mudkip will be somewhere. You can use them all if you want. You can use a full team of starters. Let's go and catch this. I forgot this. This is fun because I'm learning. I did the Pokemon first. Well, the first thing I did was moves. I didn't change that many moves. I got rid of a few moves and introduced a few moves. Basically just trying to balance out a few typings. So I think I brought in like Iron Head, X-Scissor. I I'm trying to think of moves I brought in. Moves basically are in typings that were maybe a bit lacking in interesting attacks in Gen 3. Like Night Slash maybe. Just try to bring in some attacks from other typings and got rid of stuff like... I probably got rid of 2 of Wrap, Constrict, and... Is there another one that's the exact same? Probably got rid of a couple of those. Bind. Probably got rid of 2 of those because you don't need all 3. Okay. Bulbasaur. This is Baz. I was gonna go Bulba, but no, this is Baz. Bazz. Do you have a different ability? The problem is I don't really know your ability to start with, so. Baz has Overgrow. No, so you have your normal one. I guess we keep going and try and do this battle with 2 level 2s. But yeah, I hope this all works. So far, pretty flawless, I have to say. Zigzagoon and Tailo. See, this kid's from Gen 3. He's a real Hoenn kid. You two need to get out of here. Although the Intimidate, very nice. And then, so there is encounters in Petalburg. Is that the next city? Yes. But I think the thing with them is it's mostly like cat, dog, small animal Pokemon. So there's a bunch of fun ones in Petalburg right away. There's like Eevee is there, probably Vulpix, I think, Growlithe. I remember some things. So I'm hoping that you can kind of build a very fun team early and do whatever you want with it. Every evolution is also possible, obviously, because that's not really a thing. So most things evolve by level up now. If they don't, actually almost everything evolves by level up at some point. The few that don't are usually ones where there's a split evolution. So either Slowbro or Slowking are just a stone, but I'll make the stones available in a mart, so you don't have to worry about that. Like Ludicolo and Shiftry, they are still stone evolutions, but you can evolve them by level up. Arcanine and Vileplume, that's not what I was going for, but Vileplume too. Ninetales, you can get by a level up. I don't know. Just make everything easier. It's also confusing, because now everything evolves at different levels, which is kind of odd. But, you know, it makes sense, probably. Got a couple of Oran Berries. A couple of Pecha Berries. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. It seems, so far, I'm having a good time. So, it's working. I don't know if I changed any items. That seems unchanged. I think I changed like a handful, but not very many. Hello. I don't really need to be doing all the battles, but I just kind of want to see what teams people have. It's interesting. Last Tiana has Sentret and Shroomish. Fun one. They're both cute. Look at their faces. Okay. So, can we stay in with these two? Probably not. Shroomish probably has Absorb. So let's go Acid and then get you out for Neo, I guess. Just keep playing safe, because it'd be embarrassing to lose something. Does it do good damage on Shroomish at least? Pretty good. And that did go for Absorb, so that was a good switch. It's not very bad. How? Was that 1 HP? I feel like you got a lot of health back there. Okay, we go Acid, we go Ember. Don't think that thing is going to live the Ember. It is not. But that's full power on the Acid, which is nice. Yeah. The gyms are... So I did one test run where I just kind of was warping about the place. I edited a load of the things so I could warp around. And I had made Brawly way too tough. I gave him... So that's also the thing, the gym leaders... So the first gym is 3 Pokemon, all level 15. Second gym is 4 Pokemon, all level 20. So there's like clear level caps. I think there's a sign outside of every gym telling you the levels. And I think I'd given Brawly all of Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Hitmontop. I will tell you right now, that is a difficult team to beat. I think I changed it because it was too good. It was like, there was no chance you could beat them. That's a tough team to beat if you don't have fully evolved Pokemon, basically. So that was a bit too tough. I think I changed it. He might have kept one of them. But that was probably enough. The all 3 was a bit over the top. Hey, Dad. I'm actually gonna speed through this because I don't think this is different. Although Wally will be a better trainer when he appears. Oh. He killed it. Well, that's different. What happened there? I don't know what happened there. Oh, do you know what happened? Is I guess usually maybe Ralts uses Growl, but there it went for Psywave? So he killed it? Or was Zigzagoon different? I don't know what happened there, but it was funny. We will look into it. I don't know what happened. Okay, you go here. I just want to see what I'll get here. I think it's mostly like small, like Eevee. Seeing an Eevee early on. Eevee's so cute. You won't be able to evolve it super quickly. We'll probably do stones. Maybe Moreville? Around there? I haven't figured out all the Mart stuff yet. But as this is still being worked at Colosseum, I'd recorded everything by the time it started coming out. So everyone was like, you're such an idiot. You need to be, you know, this first encounter is like a guaranteed catch, right? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. So I was making way too much of those battles. And it was too late. I'd already recorded everything. This, the game is not finished. If you see something and you think this is terrible, you should change that. Put it in the comments. Eevee, this is E. Eno. This is Eno the Eevee. What ability do you have? Again, I didn't change most abilities. Run away, sure. I only changed, again, there's not that many abilities to choose from, so you don't have a ton of options. But I didn't change too much with the abilities. I gave a few things different ones. Like, I might have changed Gengar's away from Levitate, possibly, just because they did that, and I thought that does make sense. It doesn't really feel like Gengar does Levitate, but also it could. Maybe I didn't, actually, because there's not really an appropriate ability to change it to. So it's possible I didn't. I take that back. Okay. Hey, how are you? Pokemon trainer. I am a Pokemon trainer. How did you know that? Okay, that's cool. So, I want to head up. Oh, first of all, most places you can just run through the grass now. I'm a big fan of not having to have repels up everywhere. I think most places you can just head straight through the grass. Oh, I was so hoping I would get Seal here. I remember that I put Seal in this grass. Seal is great, and I should be able to catch it early in the game, and anyone that disagrees is wrong. There's quite a lot of water Pokemon here, because we're right, but water Pokemon that would make sense to be on land. You know, there's not a Magikarp in this grass. Am I gonna die? Almost. Ooh, I do not have a great switch-in for this. Oh, I have Water Absorb. I do have a great switch-in for this. You're only level 4, but you're fine. Not with that, you're not. Ooh. That was unlucky. Well, you're probably gonna go headbutt again? Right? You're gonna go headbutt? Can we get the Intimidate off? This is... this is tough. Wild Pokemon are also a bit more sort of normal leveled. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Do you think I can catch it? Probably not. Right, it might go for headbutt, you never know. Probably not. It's probably going to go for water gun, because water gun would kill. Maybe we can live 2? We can't live 2. It did go for headbutt, okay. That was pretty clutch. Okay, we probably have 2 shots at this. Okay. Let's do this. I'm actually going to run away, because I'm scared. And we're kind of taking this, like, partially seriously. Hey! Okay. Very nice. Okay. We got Seal. Can we nickname a Seal? Sure. This is Lisa. This is Lisa. Lisa the Seal. I will go and get that, because that saved us time on leveling up. Bring that in for... I guess Whooper? Okay. It's a good moveset to start off with. I think Seal does just start with Headbutt normally. Maybe? Or I made it way too good, but, you know, that's not something I would do. It is. Do I take out Bulbasaur? No, let's take out Whooper. Let's try and keep the team vaguely normal. Let's bring in Lisa. Nice. And Lisa has... What? Thick Fat? Thick Fat, okay. Makes sense. Right, I kind of almost want... Because I don't really... No, you know what? I'm going to take this battle seriously. I was going to, like, go in... Because I don't know what the rich girl has. I think they're called ladies. Are they called rich girls in a different game? Or is the guy called a rich boy? And the girls are called ladies? Maybe that's what it is. Because he's not called, like, Lord. I don't think so. That's possible, I guess. Okay, let's head up. We can skip a couple of battles here. Grab the Oran berries. Sure. Okay. Hello. We must have been fated to meet. May I ask you for a battle? You may. Yeah, you may. Are you called Lady? Lady Cindy. So Cindy has Surskit and Abra. Now they're lower leveled. Maybe this is too low leveled. Let's see. I'm gonna play this like I would normally play it, which is probably double. There you go. Abra has Shockwave. That's a TM. Is Surskit gonna get to use one? Yes, it is. But it went for Water Sport, so it did get a chance, but it used a terrible move anyway. Okay, well that was a bad choice on your part. Oh wait. Oh, they do hold items though. Right, that's another thing. Is rich people have money for items and berries, the fanciest berries in the land. Well, I think we need to double into it to kill it, do we? We do. Abra always has hidden power, actually. That's just the thing it always has. I don't like that it just has teleport, so it has hidden power now. Okay. I don't know why I didn't go for Shockwave on Lisa, but, you know. I can only do so much with the AI. On the correct Pokemon this time? Nope. Okay. Cool. Look, I gave her a chance. She did not want to. That's fine. That's gonna do it. I just wanted to see this battle. I'm gonna play this for a handful of episodes at least, just to sort of get a vibe. Why did I not pick this up? Just to sort of get a vibe, see that it works, give people a look at it, and see if anyone thinks that it's the worst thing ever. Just because that would be harsh. I mean, there's gotta be things worse than it, right? That's still a potion. No, maybe that's different. Maybe that's not a potion usually. Where is it? I always forget. Where's this item? It's here, right? That's different, I think. That's probably something else sometimes, maybe. So we will call it there. Next time, we'll keep going. And, I mean, this has been going unbelievably successfully so far. We haven't missed an encounter and nothing's died, which is pretty unheard of for me. Thank you so much for watching. It's kind of just a casual run. And hopefully it'll be fun. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.